We ended practice a little bit early today. I hit my elbow on a table, or I actually don't remember how I hit my elbow, but somehow I hit my elbow, and then I realized how many shots involve bending my arm to a certain degree, which wasn't really a capability later as my elbow got more and more stiff. So I think the quality of the practice kind of went down because I couldn't hit some shots comfortably. And then my motivation to play also decreased because of my quality of play. And I, yeah, that's a mental um, perspective that I will have to fortify if I want to do like tournament play, or if I just want to make the most out of my time during practice. I can work on something else and not be discouraged by missing the regular shots that I can normally approach, but maybe work on a different shot with different footwork or something. Uh, Today, I guess something that I want to work on, and I drew a little paint diagram to help me illustrate the point, is I think the way I like dinking, oftentimes I like just cooking one side of the court and like almost like pressure cooking them with balls. But a lot of times I feel like I'm releasing the pressure too early and just assuming that their partner is going to rotate over. Like before their partner even rotates, where we're rallying back and forth to only one side of the court. And I feel like a lot of times I think the partner is actually more towards the center, which leaves their side open to like help alleviate pressure on the left player. But in theory, because the right side becomes open, then you can transfer the pressure from one player onto the other player by hitting a good shot this way. And then you allow this player to kind of recover, but you won't lose any tempo or ground because you still have the advantage over this player if you hit a good shot on the cross court. But a lot of times what I've actually been noticing is I look up and I think they're in the middle, but they're actually still in the middle of their side. And so I've just been hitting. I release all the pressure on the left player if I'm like this player down here. I hit cross court, and the person is just waiting there for the ball. And they don't really have to move, or they aren't really pulled out position. So maybe my cross court shot can be more aggressive, and that's a really hard shot to make that I will have to practice, because there's so many times where I try to transfer pressure or increase the pressure by going from one player to another, but the cross-court shot is risky since you are crossing the player if you're hitting it deep. And so they have the chance to intercept the ball. If they are actually in the middle as expected and you hit a ball that's slightly too high, they can reach out and grab it before it crosses over their body. If it's not like wide enough. And of course, if it's too wide, they can do an ATP. But yeah, if it's like too high and you're going cross, there's always the chance that they can take it in the air. And if you really are like cooking the guy on the left and both of you and your partner are just constantly battering the guy, then your partner will probably be slightly middle too. And hitting a ball cross court and allowing him to grab it, it puts your partner in a really bad spot. So I don't know. I think I have to either work on a better cross court shot to like kind of transfer the pressure from their like one person to another, or I need to wait longer for this person to actually move himself more middle and allow for an easier shot, an easier cross court shot this way, because like the more they are middle, the more this angle opens up. Whereas if they're like only slightly middle, I guess, like here, then it'll be harder to hit this angle without hitting an out ball or a ball that's too wide for an ATP, or hitting a ball that's too high or too deep for them to take in the air and surprise your partner. So yeah. In terms of being on this side, I just have to be more comfortable dinking down the line. And then even maybe dinking like middle is fine as well, but I kind of want to put the ball middle where it's still targeting this player, or middle where this person will actually have to move over and then kind of let his side go. Sometimes I hit middle, but the middle is actually not to the same player and still to... it's to like the other player. And in my opinion, based off of theory, I suppose, if you're like alternating hits between players, you're not really creating too much pressure. At least on the receiving end, I feel way more pressure when I don't get any balls or I get all the balls. Like I'm getting every ball and I have to constantly reposition and hit all the balls and have little time to recover, or I'm just constantly watching my partner get all the balls. I feel like that creates the most pressure. So my cross-court shots, I think they have to be a little bit more targeted to one player. And then my down-the-line shots as well, I think I have to be more patient and just keep targeting the same player until I see a better opening to go cross-court. Yeah, I think part of the fear is that down the line shots are pretty susceptible to speed ups, and before I work down my hands, I think I would lose almost every speed up hands battle. But I should have a little bit more confidence with being able to win some hand battles now that I've practiced and have better form for it. Yeah. So more patience, more targeting one side, and then having a good cross-court shot on maybe not like a dead dink, or yeah, a dead dink, or maybe something in the air going cross. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes I feel like I hit a great shot, but then they hit a good neutralizing shot, and then we're kind of back to square one. And it feels a little difficult to press your advantage at the kitchen sometimes if they just play it well. I can't tell if that's how the game is actually supposed to be played, or if maybe the dink quality of an aggressive shot isn't in my toolbox to maintain an advantage. Yeah. What else happened today? There's a few balls where I left my line open here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on this side. Or it'll be on my backhand side most of the time. I leave the line open, and I think I actually have it marked, but the ball ends up coming, and my paddle is not out in front enough to guard it. And so the ball comes, and I always hit it wide because my paddle is like here instead of out here flat. I'm not sure if that's because of my elbow or because maybe it's too close to my body, and I should just cheat, I think, and have it a little bit more on this side, and then trust my partner gets anything left or right of me in this case, maybe. I'm not too sure. It happened like 2 or 3 times though, and it was very surprising because I thought I had the ball marked or the side marked, but it evidently did not work out in my favor. And then again, I think there's quite a few balls where it's a dead dink here, not over the net, but it has no speed or spin. It's pretty much just like a dropped ball. And I try to push it down the line because I see the opening, and I end up hitting the net or like taping the net. And I think some part of my form is pushing the ball more than rolling it, maybe. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard. I've been experimenting a little bit with two-handed backhands. At the net, I think it's not bad. What do I want to say? At the baseline and at the net, I use 2 different grips for my backhand, and I don't know which one I'm actually supposed to use. So I need to spend more time to kind of learn which one I want. One of them is like a tennis backhand where both my hands are on the handle. And then the other one is where only my right hand is on the handle and my left hand is choked up on the paddle, where like 2 fingers are essentially on the paddle face. And then I'm like, not my wrist, but my grip is on the neck of the paddle, essentially. And I've been like alternating between the two. It's pretty bad, inconsistent. And then I also find that I can't decide if I want my right hand to be in an eastern grip or a continental grip on my backhand. And because I'm not very aware of, I'm not very conscious of practicing my backhand with intention. There's so many different variations of it. I have my eastern grip, I have my continental grip, and then I have my hands, 2 hands on the paddle, and then I have 1 hand choked up and 1 hand on the paddle. And so there's like 4 different combinations of how I hit my backhand, and I can't practice each one. So I should just pick, I think, one combination at the back, or at least know which combination I want for a shot and practice it so I don't end up like switching back and forth between Eastern, Continental, 2 hands and 1 hands. Yeah. Anything else? I don't know. I feel like I actually have to be so awake to play pickleball these days. If I'm half asleep or like I'm not bending my knees and like pushing my hips out, then my form just isn't consistent and everything I'm practicing doesn't transfer into like games or even drills. And it's kind of frustrating because there's like no chance of having an off day essentially if you want to continue to perform and to improve, because it takes so much work to just like bend my knees and to move around with my knees bent and like shuffle and things like that. But I still want to play pickleball or at least exercise. But then when I play pickleball and I don't bend my knees and I miss the ball because of bad form or something, then it's kind of upsetting too. Um, that's not like, I guess, gameplay related. It's more just like the hobby that I kind of need to find a balance at. Okay. Mm, so I guess takeaways for today's practice. I should cheat a little bit more. If I think the ball is actually going down the line, I should be more confident and not have my paddle at like neutral. I should just have it guarding the line. I think a lot of times I hesitate. I'm like so confident that it's coming down the line, but I still hold my paddle at neutral because either I think I have the line guarded and I don't want them to know that I have it guarded, or maybe I just think I have enough time to like push my paddle out. But I think consistently I don't, and so I should just have it slightly over. And the ball is over here anyways, so I mean, yeah, it makes more sense to like face the ball with my paddle. I don't exactly know the angle of my paddle. I don't think the camera will capture it either, but my suspicion is it's not as angled as it should be, and so that's why I'm always late, because instead of catching the ball out here and here, I'm catching it like here and here. So the ball goes this way instead of straight. And then I have to work on one shot down the line, backhand straight. I guess my forehand too, I can do that as well. And then just a mentality thing. I should just be more comfortable dinking straight and dinking cross, and being a little bit more unrelenting in my dinking, just going cross. I feel like I practice cross and straight dinks so much, but in a game or in a drill, I don't leverage the consistency in practice that I've built up, and instead I just move the ball around for fun. But if I'm actually confident in my dinking and in the consistency, I feel like there's so much pressure on the opponents if I just constantly just move it back and forth to the same person, because I think I'm better than them at dinking. Like that's how I feel like I should play it. If I think I'm better at them cross court, why am I hitting it down the line? But for some reason, I always end up moving the ball down the line early, and then I kill whatever pressure I had cross court way too prematurely. So more patience, dinking down the line, dinking straight, just dinking in general. And then even the last thing, I think there was a lot of balls that I'm on the forehand side. Oops, my camera battery died. My last thought, I think there was a lot of balls that end up coming middle, like here. And I'm on the right side, or left side rather. I'm forehand in the middle. And I'm making my partner grab the middle ball with their backhand. I think, well, 2 points. One of them, I kind of don't want to take all my partner's balls, especially in a practice, because the middle forehand, like if I take all the balls in the middle, then I feel like the right player doesn't really get to touch the ball as much, and if we're just drilling, it's kind of annoying, I think, if that happens too much. But there are some balls that I just let go and my partner has to move like all the way to the middle to grab it with their backhand. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's a little much in some circumstances, especially when the ball is more like, I don't know, perpendicular to the baseline. I should be the one grabbing it, I think. Maybe if it's going like more cross, then I'd be more okay with it. But yeah, sometimes I just let it go by and then they have to go get it. And then, oh yeah, the last thing as well, which is carryover from last week, I didn't really practice speeding it up in the air. And partially because I didn't have the proper positioning, or rather, my ready position, my legs weren't bent enough, and my hips weren't forward enough, or pushed. Is it pushed forward or pushed back? I don't remember. Essentially, I'm not actually reaching into the kitchen that much, and so I couldn't really speed any of the balls up. Um, and then actually today, Steve was actually poaching a lot of balls as well. And there were some times where I thought there was an opening to stretch out, like to reach into the kitchen and kind of wait for a ball to come back to me. But Steve actually ends up coming over and poaching it anyways. So that's kind of a danger that I didn't really think about, and perhaps today is my like first experience of it. So like for example, I see my partner is hitting a ball. Let's just say cross court here. This way. They hit it cross court, and I see it. It's like going pretty deep middle, and they're not taking it in the air because I'm looking at this person to see whether or not they're in position to take it. So in theory, it's deep. They're not taking it in the air, and it's like kind of close to their feet ish. I feel like it's really safe to get up as close to the line as possible and to lean in and to try and get any ball that it, like comes over that you can snap in the air. But because I'm only looking at this player and whether or not they're taking it in the air and whether or not their like intention for hitting the ball looks like they can hit a good quality shot, or if it's going to be like just a defensive push shot, I'm like completely ignoring their partner. And because it's deep, what ended up happening more times than one today is this guy ends up just coming over and smacking it. I was very fortunate that sometimes it did not come over and that it hit net, but on any good day or on any other day that it ends up coming over and I'm just like here leaning in, I don't think that's allowed or anywhere near legal. Because if I'm leaning in and trying to snap the ball out of the air, my paddle is definitely not ready for a speed up. And if he's actually coming out and poaching it, I'm just not ready. So I think if I'm looking for a ball to snap, or like if I'm really looking at, sorry, how do I phrase this correctly? I should pay attention to both players on the court more. I think more often than not, I'm only looking at the player who I think is going to receive the ball, and I'm kind of blindsiding or leaving the other player my blind side, which is pretty dangerous. And that also like plays into like hitting the ball to one player. Like I feel like I see the player is not, my sight of the player isn't accurately portraying where they actually are on the court. Like I think they're towards the middle, but they're not as middle as I think. And so maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to both of their players' positioning, and so I can figure out what shot is safe and what shot I can do to like push the advantage. Yeah. I think something that I'm proud of, I guess this is the last thing, is before you speed up, I feel like there's so much time before you speed up on a dead dink. Before I would just like speed it up and be like trigger happy about having a ball that I can hit hard. But nowadays, I think there's a little bit of trigger discipline where you can actually like aim down your sights essentially in like a video game term. you have time to aim your shot and you have time to kind of survey your opponents, to see whether or not they're ready. And Mark actually chews me out for this a lot because he says that every time I get a dead dink or something, I don't speed it up, and that I could. But I feel like every time before I speed it up, I look up and they look ready, so I get too scared to speed it up. I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing. If they're not ready, I'm going to speed it up. But, mm, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a little bit too conservative not to speed up dead dinks if you have the time to choose your speed up location. But I did find it very interesting, that transition between speeding up blindly and just hitting it hard at them somewhere in their body versus strategically trying to target their chicken wing or their like extremities on their left or right side, or even just seeing if their paddle is up and ready and if they're ready to counter. Kind of like having a bit more information to weigh your odds as to whether or not a speed up is a good shot versus just assuming a speed up is a good shot. Because maybe a speed up was a good shot in the past, which is why I never had to debate whether or not I should speed up. But I feel like everyone's gotten better to the point where being the first to speed up doesn't mean you actually win the point anymore. And it could mean you lose the point if they're ready for like a really strong counter or something like that. So just the interesting inflection point that happened in our group's gameplay, which I like. It's like a bit of added complexity and strategy, which is always fun to chew on. Okay, anyways, thanks for listening. Goodbye. Bye-bye.